Okay, so we're still looking at periodic function transformations here. You've already seen what the A value does. It controls the amplitude. You've already seen what the D value does. It controls the vertical shift. And you've also seen what the C value does. It controls what people call either the phase shift or the horizontal shift. Surprisingly, a positive value moves it in the negative direction, and a negative value moves it in the positive direction. So that's our A, C, and D values. Finally, we need to look at our B value. Okay, the B value. The B value is, well, let's take a look at it first. Let's have a little play with it. I'm going to move my B value in the positive direction. Okay, and now I'm going to move it in the negative direction. That's 1. I'm going to move it down to less than 1. Okay, I might just stop at 0.1. Okay, you can see that stretches it out. So if we create a B value greater than 1, you can see that it squashes up our sine curve. It squashes it this way. It actually, we can call that the frequency. It creates a larger frequency. And if we go below 1, somewhere between 0 and 1, you can see it stretching out. Okay, so that's one piece of the puzzle. We can say that the B value, it controls the frequency another way of looking at this is that it controls the period. Remember, the period is the time it takes for a function to repeat. So the period of this function is from 0 up, down, back up to the starting position, 2 pi. So it takes 2 pi across the x-axis for our function to repeat. So by moving our B value, you can see that that changes the time it takes to repeat. If you take a look about here, you can see that the time it takes to repeat now is from here, up, down, back up to the starting position. It only takes pi to repeat now. If I create an even higher B value, create an even higher B value there. Okay, we can see that it goes up, down, back up to the starting position. It takes pi on 2 to repeat, so the period is just pi on 2. So let's go back to a B value of 1. Okay, there's our B value of 1. We can see it has a period of 2 pi. Now I'm going to increase that B value to 2. You can see our period shortening. Our period's gone from being 2 pi to just pi. Up, down, back up to pi. There's actually a formula that we can use here. The period is equal to 2 pi divided by b. So 2 pi divided by b. So in this particular case, the period is equal to 2 pi divided by 2. That's our b value. And 2 pi divided by 2 is simply pi, which we can see is what our period is here. Okay, so that's what B does. B controls the period. In our next videos, we'll see. We'll take a look at sketching these functions, and we'll also look at figuring out what the equation is from a function that you can already see.